Come on, you can handle that, Russell. You can handle that quarter of an inch. It's like me when I'm flaccid.
Just the tip.
Totally handle it.
Just the tip. All right.
Good nasal, by the way, especially when I got a head cold. All right. Oh, I guess we should probably start this shit so we can get to work and get to drinking.
This is Metal Nerdery.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Metal Nerdery podcast with absolutely zero anesthesia, which is absolutely 100% bullshit.
Nanny.
And we got the Billiam.
That's me.
Recorking. We got the Russell.
Hey there.
Uncorked. And we got the Wheeler. Hey. Unfiltered. And, looks
Clinky.
What's this episode's Clinky the episode, Billiam?
I'll tell you afterwards. Cheers.
I'm worried about
And
spillage.
T-Rex arms. No, you got it, buddy.
Holy shitballs.
I like that.
Smooth. This is...
Oh. Wow.
This was, as you can see, it's
we
gone.
polished it off.
Mark the time.
Yes.
Bird Dog chocolate flavored whiskey.
Oh,
Man.
That's good shit. It's very good shit. And I'm still catching my breath from drinking it.
Yeah, it kind of took a breath away there.
Russell, let's roll into your segment. Let's talk about this episode's beer of the episode. I'm excited.
All right, so this episode.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode number...
135?
That sounds about right.
Believe-ish, yeah.
Beer of the episode is, again, from the Ingenious Brewing Company out of Humble, Texas. I'm just kidding, Texas. Let's give her a crack.
Chocolate whiskey
It's foamy.
and chocolate beer. And the verdict.
It's good. It's
It's
a stout. I can taste the alcohol. That's
Definitely
for
a stout.
sure. Yeah.
It's almost a little sweeter than normal, but like the sweeter, like high-powered stouts like that have that almost kind of...
Coffee-ish.
It's kind of like when you hit really
Like
good
dark-
herb and it hits and you're like, oh shit, that's
So
going to be... Like the flavor hits you and you're like...
So it's not like dark
"Man,
chocolate.
It's going to be...
Like
It's-
It's rich.
It's
Yeah,
rich.
it's
It kind of reminds me of a
Think-
Starbucks.
Think
something.
chocolate soda.
Uh,
So like if that Puff Tart was kind of like almost like a fruity, just refreshing drink, think of that as like chocolate soda.
You know what it is? The marshmallow flavor takes away the bitter,
The bite.
the bitter part. Yeah, a lot of these chocolate stouts get kind of really bitter on the aftertaste. So anyway, hails to the Ingenious Brewing Company from Humble, Texas.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
We enjoy your beer, and we hope that you hear us talk about it. So now that we're through that, what's on
We're
the
all on our way.
docket? Peterman?
You know, we've talked a lot about the Black Sabbath on this show.
No way.
We have. And you know what?
Yeah, Black
fucking A.
Sabbath.
It works everywhere. It just works everywhere. And we've talked a lot about covers on this show. We haven't talked about exclusively Black Album. Not Black Album. I'm sorry.
the
Slip of the
fuck?
tongue. I'm sorry, you guys.
gross.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was a slip of the tongue. It's maybe I was secretly listening to it on the way up here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. We haven't talked about Black Sabbath covers, and there's so motherfucking many of them.
Yeah, because everybody wants to cover the Godfathers of metal.
The greatest metal band ever.
Yeah, well.
And I think the list goes on. This might even be this is going to be a fucking volume one.
There's gonna have to be volumes.
Because there's
Damn
too
dog.
many. There's
I
some
can
that I don't
think
even know of.
I can think of like 100 Black Sabbath covers, and a lot of them.
I can
It's
give you
the same
10 right off
song.
the top.
I mean,
easy. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like you could easily say, well, I can give you 5 right off the top, and they're all the same song, the different bands.
And yes, we've probably played some of these before on previous episodes, but there's
Definitely.
a couple that you have to just play because they're like
so good.
great
You have
fucking
to.
covers. You
You
have,
have to.
It's like NAFTA, but have to.
Well, no, Russell, you know, sometimes you just have to.
Hey, dogs.
Hey, did you guys get into the cocaine earlier? Or what the fuck's going on over there, man? Are you hanging out with, you know, Scooby and Shaggy? Those guys didn't have just weed, you know. They had they had some coke, you know, and maybe some meth. I don't
Betcha.
know. Oh, that dog's gonna tear that other dog up, by golly.
Hey, Piper, that's enough, dog.
Come here, black dog.
We're trying to do a podcast here.
Yeah.
Fucking dogs. It's like they can't speak English
Maybe
or something.
they might be fired up,
All right.
man. It could be the Sabbath.
Anyway,
Anyway.
back to the show.
Ooh.
What do y'all think was the first? I think it's probably an obvious question. I probably already answered
ahead,
it. But
go
what do you
ahead.
think is the first Sabbath cover that you heard?
Oh, man.
I was thinking probably live Ozzy shit, like "Speak of the Devil." or
Well, that
something.
doesn't count.
Yeah, does it count?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
It
to be
does, but
fair-
it doesn't. It's not going to make the
it doesn't
episode. It's got to be other
No, no,
bands.
no. I'm not.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, obviously, we're not saying like play something from "Speak of the Devil," but I mean, for
to-
me, that was the first time I think I heard
It
Sabbath.
can't be the NIB.
No, I, heard
I know
Sabbath
what it
before
was for
that.
me. It was absolutely. It had to be the fucking EP from Sacred Reich.
Oh, War Pigs.
Yeah, or
Or the Faith No More.
no, before that, the Anthrax Sabbath Bloody. No, what was that on?
Well, they
Yeah,
did.
that was on
87.
NIB.
That was on NIB.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
No,
had
no,
to be.
no. Well, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath when the Anthrax did it, it
Was
on
on
the
I'm
I
the
Am the
Man.
Man, which was
I Am the
87.
Man. Yep, that's
that
right.
might have been the first one I
think
heard
it
too.
could have been. Yeah.
We could totally
That
play
was
that one. I'd be
amazing.
good with that
The
because that
fucking
they heavy the
Anthrax.
fuck out of that one.
Oh God, they killed it. That was awesome.
Like they added
But the
extra
Faith No
balls
More
to it.
was right there too. Sorry, we're talking all over
Yeah,
each other.
yeah, you are.
But, yeah, it was- you
That's
know,
the reason for
couldn't-
the headphones, right?
We're all excited.
So we need like 20 inputs so we can I can hear like two voices over here, two voices over here, and like
Well, no, you have the headphones on so you can hear him, so that when you're both talking at the same time,
One
you
of
can't
you
understand
stops.
yourself. So if you can't understand yourself, then the listeners can't fucking understand
Sure.
you.
Fuck
can.
them.
Have they never listened to a fucking Patrice O'Neill broadcast with Opie and Anthony? If you fucking think that we're getting all over each other, mark the time. Go listen to that shit because those guys are like literally stepping over all over
It's
each other.
hard to listen to when it's like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
It is.
That's why. That
But
was.
you find shit though. You find stuff hidden in the nooks and crannies.
Not if you can't understand it because there's two people talking at the same
Sometimes,
time.
but then you go back and listen to it.
That's very
closer.
true. So
Do you think you heard something before?
it was
you're
either
saying-
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath,
that.
Yeah,
Sacred Reich, or Pigs,
yeah.
or the real thing didn't
That's
come
not a
out
song.
until what 90, 89?
The real thing?
Yeah, I
Maybe
can't-
Oh, maybe it was
89.
88.
I can't think of what it would be from the first one that I heard, but if it wasn't on an album that I had, then it had to be the War Pigs.
Yeah, Sacred Reich,
Yeah, Sacred Right
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
I remember
which
that
we
one,
played on a previous episode.
I
so-
remember that one had a lot of weight to it because I think at the time,
That was
not a
killer,
lot of
man.
thrash band. Well, not a lot of thrash bands did Sabbath covers,
Right.
right?
True.
Yeah.
At least that we knew of.
Yet.
Or
Right.
yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it was like the fact that they did that one. It was kind of like, oh shit.
I really think the Faith No More version deserves a listen because
Of War Pigs?
War Pigs. I thought it was a
Not sure-
great,
I'm not
great
sure I've heard
cover.
it.
Really?
What?
I'm not sure.
War
I may have
Pigs?
heard it, but
Yeah,
I'm not
you've
sure.
heard it.
I'm not sure, William. That's the key.
Is it live? I want to.
No, the live one is good though. That was
Yeah.
on You Fat Bastards.
Yeah, I was.
They
Gonna say,
they did a live video from like what was that theater in England, Brixton Hall.
I've heard
or
of
something.
Brixton, I think.
I've got the VHS. It's so fucking good.
VHS. People are like, what does that mean?
Looks like Cake did a version of that.
Cake.
It's good. It's,
I
it's
just
different.
never got them, man. I know
I'm a-
people are
I'm a
big into
cake fan.
cake,
I'm
and
a
I just
I'm a
I
cake
don't-
fan.
I like brownies myself.
I feel like they're kind of definitely a relaxer centric band. I just can't.
That song has to be the one that's most copied, most
War
covered.
Pigs.
War
Yeah.
Pigs.
And if you we don't
That it's that Paranoid or Iron Man, right?
right.
Well, I mean that is the killer opener on, the biggest album of Black Sabbath's life. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to hear some Faith No More?
I would like to because I really thought this was a good cover.
After that, we have to hear some Thrax because
Yeah.
now I'm all boned up for
Sabbath,
Sabbath
Bloody
Bloody Sabbath.
Yeah, you are, baby.
So now it's like I got blueness.
Thrax Bone.
Thrax bone. This is Faith No More doing the War Pigs.
Yeah. It's really good. If you get a chance, look up the live version of this when they did
Definitely.
it in the You Fat Bastards because he does go bungle on stage.
Because that just sounds like that would fit that. I mean, I guess at the time that wasn't there yet, obviously.
Sure.
And I can hear the Faith No Moreness there because it's like that takes me back to when that album came out. Even though I don't have that album, I remember the time. as we all do.
That
So
is actually, if you ever want to watch a good live concert on YouTube, pull up You Fat Bastards, because that dude on stage is fucking nuts. I mean, they were really good. The band was tight as shit. Everything was great. But, I mean, he gets up on the highest freaking speaker and jumps off and just goes ape shit on stage. But he goes full bungle mode in that one where he starts, when he gets to the straight to the life express, and he gets death metal voice in it and shit.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah. All right.
So let me ask you guys, if you had to pick one or two of your favorites that you can think of, Sabbath covers,
known favorites, like ones that exist,
or personal.
Yes. Well, I'm saying but Sabbath covers that have already been done. Like,
well, yeah, don't make up some shit.
Okay, that's what I want to be sure of. I'm like,
well, I'd like this dream fantasy band to do it, and I think it would be great if it's produced by.
No,
I would say, I love the Anthrax Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. That's really, really good.
Yes,
but Rob Zombie's got one, or was it White?
It was
Zombie?
White Zombie, Children of the Grave.
Yeah,
that was a killer,
fucking great
version
version of Children of the Grave. Yeah, I love that.
I think for me that it's a tie. Well, wait, you said we could pick two?
Sure, yeah. If you had to pick
I
a
really
couple.
I really like Typo Negative's version of Black Sabbath. It is fucking Russell. If you dig Halloween shit, that should be on your favorite list.
It's really
that
good.
one's killer.
It's just
the only other cover that is so perfect to me. COC doing Lord of this World.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
There's almost nothing. That's just fucking it, man.
Who's the one that did? Is it Supernaut?
Ministry did that.
Was that on the NIB?
It was on the first one, I think. Yeah,
that was really good.
Well, it was 1,000 Homo DJs, but I think Ministry was, or Al Jorgensen might have been tangentially related to it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, wait, hover back over, hover over. Hover. Yeah. Okay.
The COC one's really good.
Yeah, that's a very tasty. What about you, Billion?
For me,
spotlight's on you.
Right, just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say either the Helmet or the mark the time.
I know.
Either the Helmet or the COC version of Lord of this World.
The Helmet version of that is very good as well.
I'm very, very much leaning more towards the Helmet.
Understandable. And Mark and kind of agree. I mean, I dig that one too, but something about the COC one it smells like a jam room filled with pot in the fall and orange shag carpet.
For sure, yeah. It's a great version.
It's got the vibe. It's all vibe.
I'm going to say that, and I mean, there's a lot of good stuff.
Who did Electric Funeral?
Yeah, it was Pantera did.
Yeah, they did a fucking ridiculous version of that.
Yes, they did. But what I'm going to say is the Slayer version of Hand of Doom.
That was also
when
very
that came
quality.
out, and he's just fucking. Damn, man, that's such a fucking good song. And then they did it and just put their little twist on it. Man,
that kind of made that one what it was. Because I mean, it was like they still had that same middle part in the original where it was still kind of that heavy.
Yeah.
And they just made it ridiculous, but it's like they still kept the darkness and the evil creepiness and all that goodness to it.
I mean, I'm hoping I find some other good, and there's a lot of good versions of good songs on here for sure. But if I had to pick, one or two, it would
be those two.
Those would be up there for sure.
Well, we got to hear some Anthrax doing Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and then I'm kind of like, I almost want to get to Lord of this World or. It's like this is going to be an 85-hour episode, you guys. So put your diapers on and get ready. It's just going to be you're going to have to deal.
Adult diapers.
It depends. I mean, if you can fit in the other ones, dude, there's skinny fucking adult people that could probably wear baby diapers.
Yeah, God bless them.
Yeah, they need to probably eat a little more. But wow, I had no idea there were so many more modern Sabbath covers. Like I'm seeing shit on here from the Dio era, from the Ian Gillan Born Again era.
Oh yeah, there's
from even later.
Tons of people have done tons.
Oh, you people! I mean,
most of the songs on the NIBs are great, man.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've heard.
Most of those are the first.
I don't think I've heard the how many NIBs are there?
Dose,
2.
I believe.
Okay, I've heard the first one. I owned it.
Right.
The second one is
I don't think
You're
I've
not
heard the
familiar with the
second
second one?
I don't think I've heard it.
Oh,
There's some
pull it
good
up
stuff
for
on it. Oh, yeah.
Pull that
Oh,
thing up there.
yeah.
Yeah,
That blew
it's
me away the
awesome.
first time I heard that. Because remember, that was the same year as Garage Days. So we had Garage Days. I believe I'm the Man came out later. And of course, that became let's throw a cover on there.
I think
That was the first time I'd heard it. And I was like, that was badass.
I think I may have heard their version of that
before
song
the
before I
Sabbath
heard Black
version.
Sabbath.
Same. I believe
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
I didn't really get into Sabbath till like 88.
Yeah.
Again, don't ask Bill. I just know shit, man. I
right.
remember dates. and
I've
stuff.
heard the Ozzy and Primus and I.U.B, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
the
pretty
way
cool
they do
too.
it.
Yeah.
But I really think I want to hear System of a Down do Snowblind.
Have you not heard that?
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
it
man.
sounds like cocaine. Like if cocaine was a song,
Yeah, it's-
that's it.
It's cocaine. Serious, that's what it sounds like. I'm not a big fan of System of a Down, but this version's good.
But
I
Bill's
like
a big
their
fan of
music a lot.
cocaine. That's what he's saying.
I like their music a lot.
Actually, you know what,
Yeah,
Bill?
I can't. I never got in. The singer just
It's
couldn't.
Really?
strange.
Yeah.
He's like operatic.
I
It's-
think sometime we'll have to do like a Inside the Metal with Soad because I know Billiam's not maybe a fan, but
they got some
I
good
think
shit.
they're rad. I like the.
They got some
I like
good
the
shit.
Soad.
I'm like, sure.
Yeah, no. If cocaine were a song, it would be this fucking song.
All right.
That part threw me off when I first heard that. I was just like, cocaine.
How is the Head PE Sabracadabra?
It's
That's
kind of
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I like them a
Well,
lot.
they're definitely a different boat
Yeah.
when you think about that whole period and that whole time.
We saw them open for Korn at the ballroom, and they were great. They put on a great show.
But I dig this. The version of
And
this
then
is cool.
when Korn came on, Mary Grace and I were standing out there watching Korn,
Yeah.
and right next to us, the singer at PE. He came out to
Came out
watch,
to watch the show.
Yeah, he was
that
standing
happened
right
in the
next to
Souls at Zero show. Me and Adam went to, and we saw Souls at Zero at the Masquerade, and I forget who opened, but Jay, or it wasn't Souls at Zero, it was Rat Child America, and Jay Abeen from Rat Child America was just sitting out front watching the show.
Cool.
We're sitting there watching him watch the show. It's like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Gazer, the butler. You're listening to Metal Nerdery. Go buy their shit at metalnerdery.com/merch. I've got to go get Millie some more pasta sauce. You can also go to metalnerdery.com/episodes, a podcast, or whatever the fuck it's called today.
Right.
But now I gotta go write some songs and resurrect John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Anyway.
I think it's the nuts in my mouth that made me forget.